next on the stream, we've got Fazz versus Av3k. Fazz from Sweden, Av3k from Poland. E7, Arrow Walk, and Dismemberment are the maps for this matchup. Just waiting for Av3k to ready up. And like Jahar said, we are essentially on schedule, just a couple minutes late right now. In the server, we've got Dahang and Kilson watching, as well as the Russian streamers. I believe CZM and Rafa are still
it looks
over in the Strengths versus Boo match.
Actually, CZM's here.
Oh, I missed that. Bloops. It's like Cooler's queued up to get next. Wants to play these guys.
I mean, I'm glad that CZM is doing this instead of just, you know, drinking when he's knocked out of groups. He's not pulling a Fleischer or anything.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, but here we go on Furious Sights. Fazz versus Av3k. Actually, I kind of want to see how Fazz does here. He really likes to do a lot of rocketing, really likes to move around the map as quickly as possible, but this map will be denying a little bit of that from him, but he'll be spawning Mega Health and grabbing away YA and Rocket Launcher, making a very quick retreat over to LG. A fairly standard start. He's going to be looking for Av3k coming around the grenade launcher hallway, and Av3k's looking for the same thing, but Fazz's rocket is right on target, so he's going to go in for the kill. Even if it means taking a little bit of damage, he can recover to the 50 health, grab away red armor, and secure that first frag very nicely. Now Av3k is in a significantly more difficult position after that frag. Mega won't be coming up for a while. He's really got to fight for this, just to maybe even do a little bit of damage to Fazz in the meantime. But even then, he's not really well set up on weapons. He got the grab though, but Fazz is going to burn it all away, making it a quick 2-zip.
Very nicely played so far by Fazz, able to back off to the railgun and the YA. Av3k left with no power-ups whatsoever. Maybe a few shards to his name, but not much. Fazz could have had a peak rail on that YA pickup.
So far, he seems to be more happy with actually sneaking around and setting up some ambushes, and at the same time, really keeping a lot of the map out of Av3k's hands here. I mean, Av3k's to be able to escape through teleporter when he decides to, but was that too much damage for him to take in the meantime? Is he going to be left out of an escape this time? Yeah, he's going to be stuck on the perch, and Fazz's lightning gun will be nailing him down. 5 seconds to red armor. Another 8 seconds after that, mega health. And Fazz will have plenty of time to get back over to the other side. And if Av3k wants to make a stand in mid-map, I mean, he better have a rail at this point. Otherwise, he's got no real business being in the mega room whatsoever. And in fact, even being there that long, he might be giving this too much of an opportunity to do damage on him after he grabs that rail. And so that needed to be something that Av3k was grabbing kind of on the down low, surreptitiously.
Fantastic rocket there by Av3k, pushing Fazz away from the red armor. Fazz really had the stack to keep Av3k away from that red armor. However, a couple well-placed rockets are going to change that whole scenario around. I almost would have preferred if Av3k would have ignored the mega health for a second there and just gone straight up aggressive. He probably could have caught Av3k off guard, but nonetheless, he's still up by 3 frags, will be dropping down after the pickup of that RA. Av3k will be able to back off to the mid-tier yellow armor.
Fazz has done damage. He was happy with it. He grabbed away another yellow armor. Even that rail there, that still puts Av3k on the back foot. Red armor will be coming up, and Fazz is in the right position to either do a ton of damage, get the grab, or both. And yeah, Av3k is not even going to be there. But hopefully he finds something to refer to. I mean, Mega's finally going to be able to be in his hands here. But where's the damage going to come from? So far, Fazz has had no real problem, making sure he knows where Vec is at all times, making sure that he's keeping his neck out of the line of fire, and that Fazz is able to do a lot of retaliatory damage in the meantime. So Red will be coming up. Vec will be stuck in the yellow armor room trying to get some rockets in. But I'm actually kind of glad he left early. This means he'll be able to set up Mega Room a bit earlier, maybe up top, knowing that Fazz will be coming down from below. Fazz has not seen him yet. In fact, he's not there at all. Where did Av3k go? Back over towards Railgun? Did he really need to be there that long?
He just stayed at Railgun that entire time.
Wow. So Av3k is kind of sticking his in the mud.
Trading rails is not what Av3k wants to see right now. Fazz with the nice rockets. Follow up with the Railgun for the kill. Now Av3k, again, needs to collect weapons. And, yeah, I guess to quote Jahar, back to square one in this matchup. Eating a rocket from behind is really going to hurt too. Fazz has plenty of time to pick up his mega health and make his way to red armor. Will he be doing that in time? Oops, there's a timeout.
Does he still not have headphones? Really?
Interesting.
Just a second, headphones fell off. Shirt on fire. One of the Razor girls touched me.
Prepare to fight.
Getting back into the action right now.
1. Fight.
Alright, but we're now at the other end of the timeout. Red armor taken away by Av3k. But Fazz is still rocking a really good health and armor stack here, so for that red armor to be doing him any good, Av3k is to be doing some damage here at this point. But so far, Fazz has been all over Av3k. It has not ever been the other way around. Even rushing into that, Fazz still got the first initial damage out. First rocket, and the last, the one that mattered. And even with grabbing away the items here, Av3k isn't really doing a lot to aggress on Fazz at all.
Fazz with a nearly perfect stack, gonna catch Av3k out of position again. So far, Av3k has not even at any point during this game really had control over the map. Av3k known for his very aggressive and so overly, Av3k has just such an interestingly aggressive style that most players never are comfortable against Av3k. So once Av3k can get control of this map, he could start to sway things, but as it stands now, there must be something that the Swedish players were able to do before they made it to this event, because both Fazz and Sparty coming up with some very nice play. And we'll see if Fazz can pull off the upset here.
Indeed, indeed. But the thing about Av3k's play is that his aggression seems to be conditional on having a decent stack. And finally, he's starting to turn up heat a little bit, even without full control there. And now Fazz is starting to feel the pain. That's something we probably needed to see, before Fazz was up 7-0. And a real aggressive player is kind of marked by being able to do damage against a fully stacked opponent without really having the stack to back it up. And we haven't really seen that from Av3k so far this map. Fazz still backing off. He's going to be able to stack up a bit more, doing significant damage at Railgun. I don't think Av3k even got up there. I think that Railgun's still down there. That last rocket will be giving Fazz something to think about for the next few seconds. But he's still got the high ground. He's given up no positioning. He's given up no advantage. Just a little bit of health. He's early
makes it in time to challenge for this mega health. Able to do quite a bit of damage. So Fazz picks up the mega, but not too much better for doing so. And in comes Av3k. This is the shift in momentum that I was talking about. Now, finally, Av3k has timing and has picked up the red armor. We'll be able to make it over to the other YA probably before Fazz can get there. So Fazz now just has to play defensive, and he's probably going to have to not even challenge for a number of major power-ups in a row. Fazz with an amazing predictive rocket there, using audio cues to get the hit right there. Now Av3k's on the aggressive. On the aggression.
Making a bit of an obvious play to red armor, but Fazz is nowhere to be seen there. So Av3k is not even looking to control the yellow armor after pulling away with both Mega and Red. He's controlling the Mega side yellow, and maybe looking for a response through the Railgun yellow. But no, he's not finding Fazz at all. And in fact, he seems to be having some difficulty putting any kind of pressure on him. And again, Fazz has been largely untouchable in this matchup. Not just through the damage, but also just through the geometry. So finally he's going to get caught out. A very nice rocket bounce leaves Fazz with nowhere to go. That'll get Av3k up 2-7, but there's only 2 minutes to play this thing, and 5 frags is a hefty order for Av3k to come through. Very nice rails, though, traded out each side, but Av3k with a bit more of the stack will be able to nail in the frag, but that still leaves Av3k with only 100 health, 1 yellow armor, and if, Fazz was a little bit slow getting through the jump pad over towards red armor, so he'll be off from that. And with still 12 seconds to play, mega health, Av3k should be able to move over there fairly decisively.
Here's the Av3k we have come to know and love. Very, very nice string of aggressive plays right now. Still down 4 frags, though. Just a bit over a minute left. That's a very, very tall order, especially on T7. Against someone like Fazz with such amazing defensive rockets. So now Av3k is able to find Fazz one more time. 3 frags separate these two players. Just 1 minute left, 55 seconds. Fazz, no weapons at all. We'll get, he will fall, and there will be a crater kill. Avek
very nice
is looking to even this up.
And indeed, and that mega will put him par and par with Fazz's pickups at least, and he's actually getting about 3 more reds off of this than Fazz has ever had. And wow, now that he's got the pressure on, now we get to start to see some of his aggression, but it was very slow coming. But Fazz losing a frag, Avek picking one up. We're now 1 frag away from this being a tied game. Avek rushing across the bridge with that rail hit, finally got it in at the last possible pixel, but he ended up taking a little bit of rocket splash as well, so he's a little weaker coming into this. He's got to be careful now.
Uh-oh. Avek is looking in the wrong areas. Fazz is just going to play quietly.
Wow.
One last try, no!
And he was at LG, the most obvious place. Hide and go seek, Avek does not know how to play.
Wow.
But 1 frag up for Fazz. They'll be moving into Aerowalk, where there is no place to hide.
Once again, the Intel Extreme Masters World Championships do not disappoint. More extremely close games. Avek still talking about headsets for some reason. I think he's just joking around with us still. Apparently, yeah. 1 frag game. Once again. So close. Just such tight games here. Very, very entertaining to watch.
And I guess because of the stage that everybody can't crowd around, guys, so they're just watching in game.
Yep.
But Aerowalk will be fun. I mean, Avik should have a bit more opportunity just to exercise his rail a bit more. As long as his headphones are on straight.
Here we go, Aerowalk. Countdown has begun, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go. Map 2 is going to be Aerowalk, and Fazz is going to be starting up LG with a quick grab of red armor. Avek, again, a little bit slow off this. He's going to be getting away mega health, but no grab of... Okay, he does have a railgun. Good. I was concerned about that for a moment. But a little bit of a rocket tap there by Fazz, but he's looking for the rail angle here, which is an angle that I usually don't see played too much in Quake Live, in fact, or like Quake 2, but Fazz making good work of it so far. At least the attempt is there. Red armor will be coming back up. And Avek nails him right out of the air. Only 88 health for him. Fairly ballsy, but definitely nice, especially since Fazz, again, in the last match, was fairly obvious with all of his item plays. So Avek up 2-0, taking away mega health, yellow armor, and now he should have enough weight to kind of lean against Fazz rather heavily here. If he can get back up top map, Fazz is going to be fading back over towards red armor, but look at that rail coming right around the corner. Avek doing initial damage and that rocket, wow, nearly catching Avek right in the noggin, but that'll be enough to force Fazz off of red armor. Avek gets the grab and free damage to boot.
First minute, already a ton of action has come through the gates. Fazz is not backing down right now to anything. Not afraid of Avek, still willing to go aggressive even without positioning or stack. maybe not the right choice so early in this game to make so many risky plays, but nonetheless, Fazz proven that his aim is pretty sick right now.
What happened with that LG? Did not get the float like Fazz was expecting there. So we quickly left, and heading back over towards Red Armor is cool. You can kind of stay there and stay alive for a while, but it is going to be a while before Red Armor comes up, and even more unfortunate, it comes up at the same time as Mega. So if Fazz wants a free Red Armor, he's going to be giving Av3k a free Mega health.
So Fazz actually starting this game out with far superior aim, hitting a pretty sick 56% with the LG, albeit he has not shot too many cells. The difference right now is that Av3k has pulled 4 Mega healths, Fazz has pulled none.
And that's been a major point of contention for Fazz so far, and that'll be Av3k pulling it up 3-0. But so far, I mean, Fazz, for not doing too much damage here. Yeah. For not doing too much damage there. I mean, he did delay the frag a bit, and it's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. 4-0 is nothing on Airwalk, but if this trend continues, it'll quickly landslide out of his favor. And when he finally catches Av3k with a couple solid rockets that he wasn't looking for, but Av3k quickly turns it back around. I like the lack of hesitation by Av3k just to go right back on the offensive when Fazz laid out those rockets obviously in a ploy to create some distance. So Av3k with pretty good reads here so far.
If Fazz's aim can maintain this high caliber, he should be able to pull together some frags here now that he finally does have control over the items. Av3k left with only 14 health and 50 armor. I'm not sure what health is up for him right now. Fazz is not going to certainly not going to let him get the red armor or the health by the red armor. So Av3k still only now able to pick up a 25. It's just a matter of time until Fazz can find him and secure the frag.
I don't know. Av3k has been able to put out some fairly good defensive rockets and rails here so far, and Fazz is not being very subtle with his approach here. Av3k is going to be able to recover back over towards red armor, even if he doesn't get the grab immediately. There it is.
Ooh,
it's a fairly safe
rail.
place to be. Yeah. And if you're worried about your opponent kind of ambushing you, the red armor room is definitely a great place to be, just because you can really hear where your opponent's going to be coming from. There's really only 2 significant entrances. The other one is a bit of a suicide approach. And that way Av3k can kind of recalibrate his knowledge of where Fazz trying to enter him, but that rocket pop is going to send him careening down to the bottom tier, leaving red armor back up. He might be able to get some rails out here, but Av3k is going to be trolling him with these nades for quite a while. Oh, a risky play by Fazz to grab away red armor. Av3k is looking to punish with lightning gun, but Fazz pulls away with it, grabbing the mega health and finding Av3k off the spawn, making it very quickly 2-4. Of Fazz still with 140 health, but red armor is going to be the next item to play. That'll be Av3k's big chance to take this tide back around out of Fazz's hands. But that was a great explosive play, a lot of risking for the red armor, but that's exactly what we needed to see out of him.
So, it's kind of interesting how now that Fazz has been able to take control of the map, get a few more mega healths, a few more red armors, his aim has actually taken a big dip. So neither player seems to be able to control the map and have good accuracies at the same time. More so one or the other. And in comes Fazz. Av3k, I don't think, expected Fazz to be down by the teleporter. And now, oh, nice play through the teleporter. I love that decision making by Fazz. Knew exactly where to go and when to do it, and there's another rail to boot. So Av3k has got to run and pray that Fazz doesn't continue to pull some spawn frags and control the map any longer.
Just grenades everywhere. Everywhere grenades. But that's now almost a 6-minute, and Fazz has now come back from, what, a 0-3, 0-4, and has now taken the lead. We have a bit more aggression, just like Fazz did earlier on the red armor, but Av3k, after making the frag, has only 13 health, so a little bit of LG, 1 solid rocket by Fazz, and Av3k is done for that frag, and Fazz will have the lead once again. And here's the best part. He might be able to get this shot without even really taking a lot of damage, so he should be able to quickly turn this frag into control. Now, as soon as Av3k picks up any item here, yellow armor, red armor, mega health, then Fazz is going to be in trouble. Oh, and Fazz eating those rockets. That mega health is just going to be something to keep him alive, and the LG is going to be a problem here. So great turnaround, and that one rocket by Av3k to get Fazz down to 10 health is really what set that entire thing up.
Oh, Fazz hitting some crucial rails in very close proximity. It's going to allow him to probably control this next red armor. Although Av3k, actually very similar stacks right now. So if oh, nice. That rail, opening with that rail is so important for Av3k here. Opening with another rail, going to negate a lot of that armor pickup. And now Fazz left with just 20 health. Av3k just needs to find him. There's another rail, but Fazz left with 15 health, -1. Take that -1. So one frag lead.
Taking the lead once again, you're right there. And mega health in the hands of Av3k. With red armor coming up in 2 seconds, but Av3k's got solid control of it. We're not going to be seeing Fazz any kind of crazy things on there this time around. This time he's going to be waiting for Av3k to come around the corner for mega health and try to get him to rail though, but none of them are hitting. On the other hand, Av3k's rails are right on target, as are his rockets, so that's the very quick 3-4 frag lead now, and this is the arrow walk that I was really expecting to see. Av3k taking frags left and right with only 2 minutes left to go. Fazz, of course, has opportunities to take control once again, but he needs to start hitting his rails. One is not going to be enough.
Indeed, and Av3k now has connected with 12 rails, Fazz only 5. I think that explains much of the disparity right now. Av3k waiting around on the red armor spawn, sort of interesting positioning. Gonna back off to the 2 green armors and the YA. So a little bit of nice spam there by Fazz, but not enough to negate the pickup of that mega health. And here comes Fazz going a little bit too aggressive. I think he realized with just a minute and a half left, he's got to either steal away this RA or do some damage anyway. Might as well go aggressive in the last moments. Better to try than to stay defensive.
Only 20% rail for Fazz, and an arrow walk that is just about inexcusable, especially against the Av3k who's been pulling together 40%, and really great lightning gun as well. Catching Fazz at the jump pad, coming back up, and as Fazz aggresses the stairs, Av3k will have a nice bit of shaft ready for him. So there's the final minute, and Av3k has double the score that Fazz has at 13-6. And it looks like we're going to have to see a tiebreaker. Yeah, so T7 was very close. 1 frag lead there, but Av3k has taken arrow walk in spades. Of course, Dismemberment, a very different map from either of them. But if Fazz's rails don't get better on Dismemberment, then Av3k is going to have much of the same advantage there as he does here. So final 10 seconds.
Overall, very nice control of the map. 11 RAs to Fazz's 8, 10 megas to Fazz's 6, and 11 YAs to Fazz's 9. On to Dismemberment we go. Third and final tying map between these two players in the group stages. Both players are currently 1-1 in Group A. The winner of this is looking to be in a good position to move on.
And the other one, not so much. But yeah, it's going to be Dismemberment for the tiebreaker map, and as we mentioned earlier, these guys pretty even on the board, pretty even as far as their game's going. So, we're going to be seeing a tiebreaker here. Not a whole lot of tiebreakers, actually, in Group A. We're seeing a lot more, you know, 2-0 kind of sweep. But hey, it's moving along fairly quickly, and we've got, oh my god, just about everybody in the server here. And they're moving right into it.
We could have a draft tournament with, or an invitational tournament with people in the server right now. It would be awesome. Fazz will pick up the RA and a quick rocket launcher. Actually, he gets to the mega health before Av3k can. Nice rocket there by Av3k. Gonna negate that very, very, very aggressive play by Fazz. I love the idea, though.
Yeah, but Fazz had to wait for that railgun, and look at this, Av3k already ready with rockets and rails. Fazz is going to be taking a bit damage from that, though, so at 20 health with that red armor isn't that much of a health, not until he can stack back up, and he's going to have to be at the bottom of the map for the most part in order to get that. That allows Av3k all sorts of time to set up next play, right here at the corridor on the outside of Mega Health, but Fazz, by kind of choking out that corridor, make sure that the Mega Health itself is open. Now, Av3k could have probably had enough time to drop down and look for the rail, but he didn't want to give up the height advantage all that quickly. So Fazz is now stacked all the way back, but look at this. He's baiting out the red armor, delaying the timing. I like this. Very nice. That means that Mega Health will be coming up a good, 8 seconds before red armor. So that Fazz has a very good standing going into the next round of items. Really, Av3k needs to show up somewhere. Fazz fakes out a rock jump. And we see Av3k down there kind of as a wallflower, but he's not doing much. And now he's on the other side of the map. So he has no way to aggress red armor. And Fazz, again, he's baiting it out. He's like, come on, I have the better stack. I want to hit you. So,
and no
very
rush
nice play
to
by
grab
Fazz.
the red armor.
Right.
When you already have 150, you're only going to get a net gain of 50 picking it up, so I like that play.
And finally, Av3k comes around, but it looks like that the timing changes by Fazz. I mean, this is the punishment you get from not being anywhere near the item when it comes up. You lose out timing, and if your opponent decides to delay the timing, then you are lost. You have no idea, and Av3k had no idea going into the red armor room. And again, he leaves it up. Fazz is screwing with the timing at every possible chance here. The map is big enough, and Av3k is being non-aggressive enough to where Fazz can do that very effectively.
Definitely interesting play. I think we're going to see that come into play right here, because Av3k thinks that that red armor is about to spawn. Actually, nice double kill there. Av3k, well, actually, you know, delaying that spawn might come to bite Fazz in the ass. Well, no, still able to pick it up. Now both RA and Mega are spawning at just about the same time. Fazz hitting a pretty crucial rail. It's going to allow him to have an opportunity to make a play at the next major item. And Av3k now is on the back foot once again, down 1 frag, 3 minutes expired.
He has a bit more to work with than he did a couple of minutes ago, though. So red armor this time around, he knows when it's coming up. He's still going to miss out on Mega Health. Fazz is not in a place anymore where he's willing to delay. It's go time for him now. He's going to be stacking up and looking to do damage. Av3k has, well, I gotta say, he's been able to lay down a couple of nice ambushes at the exit of Mega Health. Other than that, Fazz has been able to outmaneuver him 90% of the time. Nice rail by Av3k, though. But I'll be surprised if he doesn't take one. There we go, making the exit.
Here we go. Mega Health is the prize of this battle. Looks like there's going to be an LG fight.
It's the closest thing we've seen to a toe-to-toe fight so far, and Av3k gets knocked off of the Mega Health platform, not quite getting the grab. Not sure he got the rail either. He got the exit rail, but he's only at 11 health, and Fazz's last rocket, actually as Av3k jumped up to make his own shot, came right between the eyes. So 4 minutes off the clock, and Fazz at 100-100 is rocking a 2-frag lead. Not huge amount, not inconceivably uncontrollable by Av3k, but it's certainly not a good precedent here. Fazz taking a little bit of damage, but he's going to head back up top of the map to grab away LG. Good teleporter work, checking multiple sides of the map with one little teleporter tap. And he's baiting out the Mega Health while delaying the timing on the red armor again. Because as long as you have your opponent on the other side of the map, you can sit there for a little bit, do damage on the other one, and then go back for the other one while you want it, which is one of the fun things about this memberment. You don't usually see this much timing displacement in other smaller maps.
Indeed, Fazz really making use of, well, drawing his opponent off this map. Again, the flow of dismemberment is pretty unique. So, throwing your opponent off is pretty important. I guess it is in any map, but that said, Fazz has hit 6 rails to Av3 3. Collected 6 mega healths to Av3 2. Here's a nice rocket battle up in the top tier. Av3 actually left with very little health, able to pick up 50 health. Will survive to fight another day, but just barely. Now Fazz has picked up the RA as well. So he's looking to be in a very good position to control this map for some time and make his way to this next mega health.
And it is certainly significant when compared to Arrow Walk, when you see that Fazz has still been taking a lot of rails whenever he exposes himself, but he's been doing so much less often. There's been far less opportunities for Av3k to just punish with his rail like he was in Arrow Walk. Now again, anytime that Fazz is out in the open, yeah, he's going to take that 80 points off. But it hasn't really turned into a lot of pain for him yet. He's only at 100 health though, he needs to shard up. But this will give Av3k some time to play the item. Red armor's coming up. Fazz is overlooking it.
Is able to collect red. I think that's kind of a mistake there by Av3k, allowing that pickup to happen.
Yeah,
and
because
now,
I was looking at the way Fazz was moving, and he was expecting a fight at red armor, and from the way he was moving, he was expecting not to win that fight. So I think he knew he was maybe not quite in the best place to be, but Av3k gave it away to him. Another great rail. But now 2 minutes and 2 frags. 3 minutes and 2 frag. And there's the rockets from Av3k. Fazz is in a corner. He tries to escape to the jump pad, but that is not going to be the way out. Only way out is going to be through a grave. Av3k making this a 1 frag game once again. Mega health collected, red armor on the other side of the map. Fazz really shouldn't even be there. And jumping over across the gap, it's going to get him on top of red armor a little bit quicker, but Av3k landed a very nice volley of lightning gun there. And it's been a while since we've seen Fazz any significant damage from afar. He's mostly been playing defensively for the past couple minutes.
Av3k with the large stack, gonna push in here. Fazz able to evade the Polish big player for a little while here, but not for too long, as he will eat a rail as soon as he pops out that teleporter. Av3k collecting the mega health as well. Fazz has an opportunity. Yes, he will steal the red armor away, but Av3k should be able to make it to this YA and maintain pretty decent control of the map.
Now, as always on this Dismemberment, it's very difficult to trap your opponent and force a frag, even when you have the upper stack. But Av3k hears Fazz down below. Gives away his position with that 1 rocket. That's okay, because that'll keep Fazz off of red armor. No, there's the 1 rail. Not enough to make Av3k regret going for the red armor. And definitely not enough to keep him away from Mega either. But a nice little amount of rocket. Just enough to burn off some of the stacks so that Av3k won't be an 800-pound gorilla here. But Fazz still has a lot to worry about.
Indeed, it is the little things that count when you're coming down to it in Quake. 1 minute left. Small mistakes can lead to gigantic changes in outcome. Fazz hitting a rail, actually looking to be in a pretty good position coming to the last minute here. Able to collect the YA while Av3k collects the RA. Who will collect this mega?
Yeah.
That's the real question.
Av3k took the lower path to mega health, and Fazz didn't capitalize on it at all. That is going to cost him, because now Av3k is in a much better position, flooding that doorway with grenades, and if not doing a lot of damage, he's definitely keeping Fazz's head down. And red armor is going to be a fairly nice defensive position as well. Ducking right under that grenade. My name is Av3k.
Oh, Av3k wants to end it in regular time. He does not want to see it overtime. He's only left with 100 health, though. We'll be able to collect the YA, but still not very healthy. Fazz has an opportunity, just 15 seconds left. Again, it's coming down to the wire here at Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. Fazz maybe making a little bit of a mistake, waiting around for this RA.
The the problem with that, and the really nice thing about what Av3k did there, was that he went aggressive against Fazz when items were only going to be coming up in the last 10 seconds. That meant that Fazz, off of a spawn, could not grab armor, could not grab mega, and would either need to aggress him as a fresh spawn or wait for the item. And in the latter case, Av3k would know exactly where he was. and you could avoid or press as need be. So Av3k really played that out well. He planned a full 30 seconds ahead, and it worked out great. So that will be Av3k by 2 frags taking fazz in a 2-1 split. And now fazz is 1-2, and it looks like his reign of terror is, well, it's taken a hit for sure. Av3k be moving up in the ranks, and we'll be going over to the next match shortly.